My name is Catherine Harwell. This is my presentation on Artifact 12, starting with Standard 7.2, ISTE Criterion 24, Use technology to design and implement a variety of formative and summative assessments that accommodate learner needs, provide timely feedback to students, and inform instruction. For my formative data analysis, I often use Google Forms as exit tickets and quick checks. Data from these quick checks are used to form small groups and also check for misconceptions. They're usually pretty short, only a couple questions long, so the students can quickly record their answers and give me feedback to what I need to teach them moving forward. Here is an example of how the Google Forms lays out the data for me to view. It shows me the data in a variety of report options: summary, question, and individual. You can see that it breaks it down by average, median, and range in the points scored distribution, as well as a breakdown of each question and what the most commonly missed answer choices were. Lastly, students are able to get immediate feedback to what they did on this quiz based on the answer choices that I submitted, and I provided feedback immediately for students with a little blurb as to what they did wrong, maybe the misconception that they had, as well as a little quick video for students to view that goes along with that misconception. For my summative data analysis, I use pair assessment in my first grade classroom for summative assessments. Right here you can see our Unit 1B math assessment, and it was 10 questions long. Here's an example of what it looks like for students. They're able to easily navigate to the next question, bookmark questions to come back to. They can use virtual or hands-on manipulatives, as well as they can listen to the question, so they don't have to be able to read the question. It will just read it to them. Here's an example of the breakdown of the data analysis that this site lets me do. I can see here the students' questions that they got right and the ones that they missed. I can see my class's average score with the breakdown of the questions over here, and I can see it broken down by standard as well. I can see the percentage of the standards mastered, as well as the percentage breakdown over here. Right here is my list of students, and it shows me if they mastered a particular standard, if they need to be retaught, or if I need to go back and revisit as well. For Standard 7.3, ISTE Criterion 24, use assessment data to guide progress and communication with students, parents, and education stakeholders to build student self-direction. In my classroom, students reflect on their learning after selected lessons to give insight into their learning, as well as guide their progress and give them a sense of self-direction. Here's an example of one of our student self-reflections that I use in the classroom. It has questions such as, I understand what we learned today. Students are given the option to say, yes, I understand perfectly, no, I need more help, or one in the middle that says a little bit, and with more practice I will understand. Additionally, they can answer questions like, I can complete my independent practice by myself. After every lesson, students are sent back to their desks to work on a couple questions independently, and this is just if they think that they can complete it by themselves, yes or no. And lastly, the question, I need to meet with my teacher in a small group. This one's probably the most beneficial to me because I can see which students are eager to meet with me in a small group and learn more. Additionally, after every single Nearpod lesson that we do in class, we have questions at the end, such as, how confident do you feel in your ability to solve story problems correctly? Students can answer very confident, somewhat confident, or not confident, as well as they are prompted to draw or write the most interesting or surprising thing they learned about adding and subtracting numbers on this slide right here. Again, this just allows students a little bit of self-direction in their learning and provides them with more insight into the direction of their learning.